You ready to make some garlic bread? Half of a stick of butter, or a quarter cup or 2 ounces, or just under 60 grams of butter on the stove. Medium-low heat, I want it just melted. And then we'll take our garlic butter, our roasted garlic that we made in our Technique Tuesdays. I'll put that off to the side here and squeeze that out of the paper. And that smells just amazing. And then we have here a French hoagie. Now I know that's not a thing, and I was about to make my own bread for this, but I went into a local bakery and they had these baguette dough made into hoagie bread that I thought would just be perfect for this. Hoagie is sort of a regional name for the submarine sandwich. Somewhere places they also call it a hero sandwich or a grinder. So it's just a sub bun made from baguette dough. But if you don't have this, you can use baguettes, you can use Italian bread. Truth be told though, usually when I'm making this, I make this on a bagel. It just has to be something that is soft, something that has enough structure to it to be able to handle all of that butter that we're going to put inside of it. Otherwise, it's just going to fall apart. Now that we have our butter melted, I'm going to throw in my garlic, my roasted garlic, and mix that in. I'm going to let this get slightly bubbly, and then I'm going to pull it off, let it solidify. My butter also has no salt in it, so let's salt that right now. Alright, everything's melted together. We've got that butter flavor in with the garlic. I'm going to separate that into another bowl. You can just let it cool inside the pan, but I'm going to do something that's going to speed up our work just a little bit. I'm going to take a bowl of ice and stir this around, sort of the same concept as a bain-marie, but in reverse. And we should get our nice, uniform, roasted garlic butter. And you might ask, what's the point of that, Curtis? Why don't you just put it on the bread? Well, the point is uniformity, and the point is also that if it's solidified, I can prepare this beforehand. What's the secret to putting on a great meal with a lot of moving parts, a lot of different sides? Make it look like you took a long time to make it look like you did really good in the kitchen. Prep ahead. And if you can prep this ahead, and all you have to do is take it out of the refrigerator and throw it in the oven at the right time, that is just perfect. But that being said, yeah, you absolutely could. You don't even have to melt this down. You could spread the butter on, and then you could spread the garlic on, put a little Parmesan cheese over the top, and then you're done. But I always like to elevate my flavors just a little bit. Anything that I can do to make it just a little bit more special. And that's always my goal. And you get to smell it while you're making it. So then let's take this bread, smear it with some garlic butter. Now this is probably enough for one person who really loves garlic bread, and all you're going to eat is garlic bread and maybe some, maybe one side, you maybe have a salad with it, maybe you have some marinara sauce like I do. Or if you're doing a full spaghetti dinner, this is probably enough for 2 people, maybe one person with 2 children. I'm going to go into a 400-degree oven for maybe about 5-8 minutes. See how it does. You just want it to melt. You want it to get a little bit crispy. Oh, If it's a little too garlicky for you, I would double the butter, portion off half, and save half for future garlic bread, so taste it before you put it on the bread. While that's working, I'm also going to take this marinara sauce that we worked on last week. And that's our sauce. I'll link that video up in the description as well as at the end of this video. It's been about 5 minutes and my butter is melted, nice and melted into that bread. I'm gonna turn the oven off and turn my broiler on. Get the top of that bread nice and crispy. While I do that, I'm gonna get everything else I need in place. One side of this bread is just getting Parmesan cheese and parsley, and the other side I'm gonna make into some pizza bread with my marinara sauce and a little of that mozzarella we cut up last week. Oh man, check that out. It smells so good. All right, both of these are gonna get a little hit of Parmesan. And the one that I am not mozzarella-ing, maybe a little bit more. If you're going to use fresh parsley, get Italian flat leaf parsley. You're going to have a lot better experience with that than the curly parsley, which is a lot more waxy. I'll throw these in then just until that cheese melts. Same broiler setting. And look at that. Got that one a little bit crispy. That's okay. Burnt is a judgment in my house. All right, let's check this out. Regular garlic bread, marinara sauce, a little Parmesan cheese. This is just right. This is buttery. The butter has gotten all the way down through the bread. The garlic has sort of married with the butter, so you get that all the way through. It's just very satisfying. Nice and crunchy. Parmesan cheese, parsley, adds exactly what it needs to. This is great. All right, pizza bread. I don't need to dunk this because it's already got the marinara on it. The difference is in that mozzarella, because within this one you have sort of bold, herbaceous garlic and then sweet, tangy marinara sauce, creamy mozzarella. Of course, one serves as a great utensil to get the marinara sauce on the other. Look at what just fell off. This sort of caramelized garlic butter. If you found this video entertaining and or educational, please hit that like button. It lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job and gets my content in front of the right people. If you like marinara sauce, I'm going to give you my blueprint right here. And if you'd rather see how I roasted that garlic and some other ways to prepare it,